Hey guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to do a video that's a little bit different. I just got in from work, I washed my face, and I just kind of want to do like a tiny little like chatty get ready with me kind of video, you know? Today I am gonna go to a basketball game, so I'm like, I have nothing else to do, so why not do a little like video where you guys can see me get ready? So that's what I'm gonna do today. It's obviously not gonna be as nice as my other videos. This is a little bit more personal, more real, you know? So yeah, that's why I look a hot mess. I just washed my face and I'm just gonna do something quick, nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna start off, you know, like because I want to show you guys how I really get ready. And this is basically the setting to when I'm getting ready. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start off with a little skincare because my face does feel a little dry. So I'm gonna do a little Chanel La Tonique toner. Just gonna do a tiny bit of that. Just kind of, you know what? I didn't even pull my hair aside. Do you guys see how unprepared I was for this? So yeah. I am really excited because I'm literally just, you know, this wasn't even planned. I literally just thought about this when I was driving home from work. I'm like, hey, like, why don't I do that? So yeah, I'm really excited. And you know what? I forgot to wet my beauty blender, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna do now a little bit of serum. Since, like I said, I am a little dry, I'm gonna use this Chanel Hydra Beauty Micro Serum. Just gonna do a tiny pump of that because you really don't need that much. It's this, I always get really dry around this time of year. I mean, I know that it's warming up outside. But yeah, like around like the winter, colder months, I do get really dry. So after the serum, I want to do a little bit of, I'm going to do a little bit of eye, like an eye balm. This is the Lancome Visionnaire or Yeux, however the hell you pronounce it. I don't know. I'm not French. I'm going to do a tiny pump of that. And this is just going to blur out. This is really nice before makeup because it just smooths out your eye area. So if you have like any fine lines, it just blurs it out and it just makes it look like you have nothing, like no expression lines, as we like to call it. But I'm gonna use an oil-free moisturizer so that it just hydrates me, but it doesn't make me super oily because I do get oily once I have on makeup. Oh, I'm gonna go, I haven't used this one in a while and it's one of my favorites. This is the Chanel Hydra Beauty Camellia water cream. Oh my god, the way this thing smells. And that is all you need, just a tiny little pump about the size of a pearl. And just, oh my god, just the smell, it just smells like a very clean morning, if that makes sense. It smells so good. Do you guys see how red I am right now? It always happens after I wash my face, or if I exfoliate, it just gets so red. Like this area on my face is so sensitive. This is where I'm really sensitive to breakouts. Okay, so now that we're prepped, sorry about that. So we're gonna start, I'm gonna do, where'd it go? Sorry, I have a mess here, guys. My vanity is just, there's makeup everywhere, but I'm gonna start off with my Smashbox primer water. I'm just gonna spritz this. Oh my god, that feels so good. With how dry I am. I don't just like to use the primer water. You could, but for me, since I don't trust my skin holding off makeup very well, I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This one is so good. Like if you have texture like me, it's really, you can see that. It's pretty well loved. I just take like that much. That's probably a lot, but you just warm it up with your fingers, and mainly right here on the T-zone. This is just so my makeup looks smoother and just kind of blurs out my pores. And then right here on my chin, because that's where like my makeup tends to just kind of disappear after a little while. For foundation, I like to always start with my foundation, especially if I'm not gonna be doing like a super crazy smoky eye. I'm just gonna do, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with my eyes right now, but I am not gonna go all out. I mean, I'm just going to a basketball game with my siblings. I want one of my cousins that's visiting from Mexico. We're taking him to the Bulls game, so I'm really excited about that. Go in with one of my favorite foundations, which is the Armani Power Fabric. I am in the shade 3.5, if you wanted to know. I mean, I do like pretty good coverage, so I'm gonna do about 3 pumps, and I always like to go on the back of my hand. And then I like to dot it around my face, especially here. Sometimes I even end up going a little bit, I end up using a little bit more, and I just dot it like anywhere. Yeah, I don't have specific spots. So, and then I'm just gonna go in and kind of pounce it. I don't know how the lighting is. I mean, it looks pretty okay right now on the camera, but let me open this. Is that better? Kind of. Yeah. Okay. I love this foundation, you guys. Like for me, like if I just use like any just any foundation, like I'll break out. I mean, I do use drugstore. I do have some favorite drugstore foundations. But it's just like those where you're like, you just never know until you try it. That, like for high end, obviously, this Armani, the Power Fabric, is one of my favorites. And then this one that I've been raving about, if you've been following my channel since I started, you guys know that I love the Lancome Tonidol Ultra Wear. It's still my favorite to this day. It's been my favorite for like 5 years. These two are probably like the two that have never ever broken me out. And then drugstore wise, what's the name of it? I have it right here because I've been using it recently. It's the Infallible Pro Matte. This one does not break me out. It's one of the good ones. It's pretty comparable to this one. I feel like the formula is very, very similar. That's probably why my skin's like, oh, well, I cannot tell the difference. Not my favorites. And right now it looks like this foundation is doing its job. It's covering pretty nicely, if you can see. So after that, I'm just gonna go in with concealer. I have like 3 concealers right now that I love. It's always like a bet, like which one do I want to use? Like I love them both. A little bit of this Smashbox, the Studio Skin. This is a really, really nice one that I like. This is in the shade Light. I'm just gonna go in right here on my under eyes. I'm not the biggest fan of the way this concealer smells, but I can get past that because the product on its own is really, really good. It's like whatever, it's just a smell. It kind of, I don't know, like it's a little Play-Doh-y to me, but I mean, since I love it so much, I can get past it. And then I'm really just gonna pounce it. And I always like to highlight. Just like that. And I like to I like to use concealer as an eye base as well. You don't have to. I do have an eye primer, but the one that I really like is the NARS one, and I just ran out of it. So I've been using concealer as my eye base. So, okay, next I'm gonna start setting, especially my under eyes, because if I don't hurry, it'll crease really badly. I'm gonna use this NYX banana powder. You can see it's very well loved. I use it basically every day. And I'm just gonna set my under eyes with it. This is probably my favorite one. It's one of the few that just smooths out my under eyes without making them look cakey. And also Like if I'm taking pictures or what, you don't see like the white cast around my eyes. Like I don't look like a ghost. So it's one of the, and it's only like 10 bucks at like Target. So don't knock drugstore makeup, guys, because a lot of it, the quality is amazing. It basically has like luxury quality without the price tag. I'm gonna go in with a loose powder. I prefer loose powder over pressed powder. One is not better than the other. It's just really what you're comfortable with. I've just grown to really love loose powder. And I'm gonna be using the Chanel Poudre Universelle Libre. Look at me trying to sound French. Just a powder brush. I'm gonna go in with this Eco Tools. It's a really nice one because it's really fluffy. And then you can either just dump it in here and swirl it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna tap off all the excess because this powder goes a very long way. And it's very finely milled that you don't look like you just put flour on your face, you know? And this will last you forever. Like I've had this for the longest time and it still has like a ton of it in there. So it's pricey, but it's worth it, let me tell you. Okay. Oh well. As you can see, this poor palette is pretty beat up. It's this Wet n Wild, like the lid just came off. Well, it's been off, but so I'm gonna, sorry, I have to move my mirror around because my brushes are right behind it. Just give me a minute while I find what I'm looking for, because when you have so much stuff, it's so hard to actually find what you're looking for. Anyway, I'm gonna use this like bone color, this one that I use like all the time. And I like to just go in with this. And it's just like this ivory color, just to kind of even out the skin tone and just set that concealer that I put on. Anyway, and then after that, I'm gonna take just a fluffy blending brush. Then I'm gonna take this color, it's like brown color, tap off the excess, and then I'm just gonna go in my crease and go in like windshield wiper motions. Oh my god, you guys, I feel so strange right now doing a makeup tutorial because, like, how long has it been? If you've been following me for a while, you know that it's been a hot minute since I've done a makeup tutorial. And this is just like a very chill one. Like, I was not prepared at all. I'm just like, let me just put the turn the camera on. I'm not gonna set anything up like I have in the past. And I'm just gonna wing it. Not like I script my videos, you know, but I plan them in advance and I kind of have an idea of what I want to say in them. But right now, like, it's literally just like here and now. This is very raw Paulina. That's what that is, cause yeah, just like I'm not into like really fancy shit all the time, you know. I'm me, and I just want to share that with you guys as much as possible so you see who I really am. Okay, I kind of want to do something with my eyes. I just don't know like what colors I want to use or anything, you know, but I guess I'll come up with something. For now, I want to do something a little neutrally, or I can do one of these brand new Chanel liquid shadows that just came out. I really love these. I love, love, love. I think I'm gonna use one of these. Yeah, because it's just easy. Like, all you need is like your finger, and this is the color Desert Wind, number 28. And see, it's like a taupey, bronzy color. Okay. And what I like to do is I just like to just take it, and then with the applicator, it's just kind of this doe foot. I just like to go in. And then it dries very fast. So I like to take my finger and just pat it. See that? Well, I'm just gonna use like a brush like this, just a little fluffy, and then I'm gonna just blend out the edges. See that? And I feel like the makeup that I end up liking the most, it's just when I don't even plan how I'm gonna do my makeup. Like on those days where I'm like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with my makeup, they turn out to be my favorite makeup days. I'm like, I should just do this more often. It's really, really pretty. And they do dry really fast, but they're also really, really easy to work with. Like, I love Chanel products. Chanel makeup is literally the best. If you've never tried it, you should. Because I remember back when, like, I knew Chanel makeup existed, but I just never really took the time to really try it out. But I had always heard really good things about it because, you know, it's like, it's Chanel, hello. And then I finally tried it and I'm like, this is, like, no one makes stuff like this. Like, only Chanel would do this stuff, you know? Okay, and I'm gonna go in here. Just a little bit to just kind of open up the eye. So yeah, when I tried Chanel makeup, I'm like, what in the world is this? And why have I not tried it before? A lot of people can disagree with me, but honestly, luxury makeup, it's pricey, but let me tell you, it's worth it. And you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. There's a lot of people who are like, you don't need to buy expensive makeup, and I agree. Like, you don't have to. It's just, you really see the difference. Like, there's dupes that, yeah, they get pretty close to it, like color wise, or the formula is very similar, but I feel like it's just never the same. I'm not knocking like more affordable makeup like drugstore. There's a lot of drugstore stuff that I am obsessed with and I will never change. But yeah, like, look, if you haven't tried luxury makeup, I mean, you could. And you'll see that a lot of products like are just, you just can't compare them to something else, you know? So now what I'm gonna do, I feel like I'm all over the place with my makeup. Sometimes like I'll like do my eyebrows and then I'll go to my face, and I feel like I never do it in the same order. I'm gonna take a highlighter. This is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. This is probably the very first highlighter that I ever used. And I'm just gonna take this Real Techniques like flat brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of that and I'm just gonna put some on a little bit under my brow. So, just like that. Okay, and then take from this same little palette, this like really dark brown color with this really flat brush. And then let's see if this is even like pigmented enough for me. Yep. And I'm just gonna push it, like press it against my lashes. And that's just, I'm just gonna do like a liner. And this is like how I do my makeup, like for work. I mean, yeah, for work or like every day, like if I don't want to just be fresh faced. Do you guys see that? Like along the lashes, I just kind of press it in there. I'm not really dragging it. I feel like with makeup, you just have to be very patient. And I'm gonna do a tiny bit on the bottom part. You don't want to overdo it on the bottom part because that's when you'll look like a raccoon. Just kind of. But yeah, I just got a brain fart. I have no idea what I was saying. Anyway, and then I'm gonna take this brush. It's a little bit of a thicker brush, but see how it's angled? And I'm gonna take this like more cool tone brown very lightly. And I'm just gonna lightly contour my nose. Because seriously, who needs nose jobs nowadays when you can give yourself your own without the pain? And I'm just gonna narrow the nose a little bit. See that? There you go. Now I'm gonna do eyebrows. So I am still using eyebrows. I still love the Anastasia Dip Brow pomade. I'm using the color dark brown, which I feel like it's probably a little dark for me, but I can work with it. But see, I'm like almost done with it. You can tell this thing is loved. See? And then I'm just gonna take this in the Anastasia eyebrow brush. I'm gonna take the spool, brush them out, brush out these monsters very lightly. I like to start from the bottom, and I like to just kind of outline it first. So yeah, I did the bottom, and then I do the top. There's no right or wrong way. This is just literally what works for me. And then I just start very lightly coloring, and I don't go straight across because that's when they look Sharpied and artificial. Oh, what's this? With the same product that's already on the brush, because this thing is pigmented AF. And then just kind of mimic the hair. See how I'm just going like, I'm just kind of going like, whoosh. And that's all you want to do. And then after I feel like I'm done, I like to brush it out a little bit so it looks really, really soft. See that? Yeah. See that? And just kind of brush it out a little bit more. And lately I haven't really been using like an eyebrow gel. I know I've always been big on it, but you know what? Just for the heck of the video, I'm gonna go in with an eyebrow gel. Use the Dior Show, I think it's Pump and Volume. And I'm in the shade number 21. It's just like, I'm gonna go in and just kind of set them in place because my eyebrows are a little thick, just so they stay in place, you know? See that? Oh, and I forgot, with that same, what's that little brush I just used? I have this really bad habit of putting them back in this cup. I just have to show you guys my brushes so you see why I am struggling so much to find like the one I'm looking for. Like I have so many, but I have like the ones that I use on the daily because I wear makeup every single day. I don't know if I even did this, but I'm gonna go back. So I don't know what happened with my camera, but it like stopped recording for like 2 seconds, but I'm glad I caught it. So I went in just on the inner corner just to kind of brighten it up. And then I'm gonna go with a black liner. This is just like a kohl liner, pencil liner, waterproof pencil eyeliner. It's from the brand Locket. It's really good. So what I'm gonna do, I am not gonna go inside like in the waterline. I'm gonna tight line. So I'm just gonna go on the top. If I make really funny faces, I'm sorry. So, you know, just kind of angle it upwards. And I just go back and forth. See that? Yep, it worked. And I'm gonna go on this side as well. Just aim it upwards. Just go back and forth. Perfect. And see how like it just opened up my eyes a little more. I'm gonna take a bronzer. Right now I'm gonna take this Chanel Beige. This is the brush I've been using to bronze. It's just like a fluffy brush, and I just kind of swirl around. Always tap off the excess, and then I just around the hairline. So you always want to put the bronzer, like I've said before, in the areas where the sun naturally hits your face. And you can add as much or as little as you want. I like to be pretty bronzed because I am pretty pale. So if I can get some color, I'm gonna get me some color. I'm probably gonna sound basic as fuck right now, but do you guys watch The Bachelor? I know that today is the season finale, but I unfortunately won't be able to watch it because I'll be at the Bulls game. But holy crap. I mean, it's been, I'm kind of like, I don't even know what to say about this season. It's been really like filled with so much drama and just like all the unexpected things have happened that I'm like, really? I'm like, I feel like the more that time goes on, like these reality shows become more and more scripted. I feel like reality show, like they shouldn't call them reality shows. It should just be like a show, because I honestly feel like they like purposely like cause all that drama just to have you watching, and there we are, like, look at me talking about it when I know deep down that they probably planned like 80% of that stuff, you know? But anyway, yeah, so the season finale is tonight. I think I know who he's gonna pick, but with the way this season has been going, when you think one thing is gonna happen and then it doesn't, it's kind of like, am I even right? Like, I'm probably not even right. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to contour. One of my favorite brushes to contour is this a Real Technique. Sorry, I'm like struggling here. It's called, what is it called? Setting brush, but I use it for contouring because you can really just get in there. And I'm gonna use this Smashbox contour thing with this color. I like to contour with cool colors. Just gonna dip it in there and let's go to town. Fish face. Look at that. It just really sculpts your face. And I don't just go like back and forth. I kind of do circular motions and go back and forth. Side. Just right here on the hollows. And then whatever's left over, I like to just, and then a little bit here for that double chin, you know? Like, who doesn't have a double chin? It's gonna like go away. like it'll go anywhere, but anyway, you guys know what I mean. Okay, then I'm gonna take this stippling brush and I'm just gonna very slowly just kind of buff it out, just in case I did go a little crazy with it, but I mean, it looks fine. Before I finish my blush, I want to do my mascara so that my eyes are like popping, you know? I'm gonna use both of these. This is the Chanel Lash Primer, the base, and then my favorite Chanel mascara, which is the Chanel Volume Revolution. Just do a very light coat of the primer. And I've always had people ask me, like, is it necessary to use a primer? I mean, you don't have to, but it helps. It really does help the mascara be more like oomph, you know? And I love this mascara. Look how thick that brush is. And this is probably the only Chanel mascara I like, because they have their regular Le Volume, which is one of the top sellers. But for some reason on me, every time I used it, I ended up looking like a raccoon. So, and then this one came out and I was like, oh, like, I don't know if the other one did that to me, but this one doesn't. And this one does exactly what I like my mascara to do. See that? I love it. Look at the difference. See how these are my real lashes. See, they're long, but they're thin. You can barely see them unless I have mascara on. So I'm gonna do the next on the same on this side. And you know, these lash primers, even if you do like a coat before you go to bed, they strengthen your lashes. It's kind of like a conditioner, like how you use conditioner for your hair, you use conditioner for your lashes. Same thing. And it just strengthens your lashes. It's like a sleeping mask for your lashes. Look at that. And I like to go at the root, wiggle it, and pull it out. Pull it upward. I feel like my right lashes, for some reason, are longer than the left ones. Is that weird? I have this other mascara that I use for my lower lashes because, you know, lower lashes are always like smaller. So I've been using this Wonder Beauty Mile High Club. We were just talking about The Bachelor. What a coincidence. Mile High Club. And this one, see how thin the brush is? That's why I like using the thinner ones for my lower lashes. I love when my lashes just make my eyes look a lot bigger. For blush, since blush is like my favorite, ooh, no, not that one. I have so many blushes. I'm gonna use this one by MAC. It's called See Me Blush. See it? It's like a really pretty, like, it's like a warm coral color. Just a blush brush. And this one is really pigmented, so just kind of smile a little bit. With this stippling brush. And just buff it. I'm gonna use this one, the Estee Lauder Heat Wave. It's one of my favorites. And just, it's like a pretty gold. See that? Ooh, oh, ooh, I am beaming today. And I like to just finish it off. The lighting, since the sun is moving, it's making it really, really weird. There, that's probably better. But yeah. And then my ring light is on that side, so it's not really helping, you know. And then a little on top of the Cupid's bow. Take this off because I feel like I've been looking funny AF this whole video because of that clip. But, and I like to spray my face before I do any type of lip. Today I'm gonna be using this Chanel Depollution Essentiel. So it's kind of like an anti-pollution spray, but it's this beautiful like fine mist that you'll see. Oh my God. And it just sets your makeup. It doesn't move. So this is really, really cool. For lips, I kind of want to do something nude, neutral. Or since it's a Bulls game, I don't know if I should do red, you know, like the Chicago Bulls red. No, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do something really natural. I'm gonna go in with this MAC Boldly Bare lip liner. And my lips are so pale. And I'm just gonna line up lower color. I feel like everyone lines their lips so differently. It's so weird. Like everyone has their own style. But right here on like the edges of my mouth, I like to kind of add a little bit more dimension to give me that kind of like pinched look. And I just go like that. And then right here on the Cupid's bow, I like to kind of crisscross it. And then for lipstick, what should I use? I have so many lipsticks, it's like embarrassing. I'm gonna use this NARS one. It's called Tolide, and it's a satin. Satin is one of my favorites because it's that perfect balance between like matte and creamy. So, I love this color. Yep. This is a beautiful color. It's like a coral nude, kind of. Like corally peach nude. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of gloss. I always end up doing gloss, even if it's a creamy lipstick or a satin lipstick. Matte lipstick for sure, because I don't like matte. I like the longevity of matte, but anyway. I'm gonna take this MAC lip glass, and it's called like P-R-R-R. I'm like not even joking. Focus. Okay. And this is a really pretty like corally. I just put it in the center of my lips. Just to give me a little bit of dimension. And to make the lips look really pouty. All right. All right. right, guys, so that is it for this chatty get ready with me very last minute video. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you enjoyed it and you want to see, you know, more videos like this, just let me know. And yeah, just thank you guys for watching like always. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.